What's good, everybody? This is your boy JTL, opposite from the norm. And before I get started, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. So this is Poly Talk. You know what I mean? We back on it. So I want to talk about it since today was Joe's Sleepy Joe's inauguration. Um, I'm going to talk about what he said he promised to do in the first 100 days. Yeah, you heard it from the South. First 100 days. All right. And this is read from CBSNews.com. So, for almost 2 years, Joe Biden has been telling Americans what he plans to do on his first day in office and the next 99 if elected to be the nation's 46th president. In speeches, interviews, and at least 49 published plans throughout his presidential campaign, Mr. Biden talked about the actions he take in the earliest days of his administration. What he would do if he Trumpified, that was corny, and what he saw as battle for the soul of the nation against President 45. All right, let me see if I can just skip to, okay, here we go. It says, with a few of the highlights, responding to the pandemic, issue mass mandate of federal property and interstate travel, extend nationwide restrictions on home evictions and foreclosures. So, that'll help a lot of people. As well, continue to pause student loan payments. You need to really just get rid of, like, a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Just, like, get rid of a lot of them. Also push for passage of 1.9 trillion pandemic relief legislative package announced last week. Okay, and also rejoin the World Health Organization, which a lot of people are skeptical about that, thanks to Orange Face. All right. Immigration. Send bill to Congress for legislative immigration reform that will modernize our immigration system and give nearly 11 million undocumented immigrants a roadmap to citizenship. Climate change. Sign executive order to formulate plan to achieve 100% clean energy economy and net zero emissions by 2015, God willing. Even though somebody gonna come in and change that, like always, like Republicans always do, they don't care about none of it. Transgender rights, repeal transgender military ban enacted by President 45. Sleepy Joe will also restore Obama-era guidance for transgender students in schools to protect students' access to sports bathrooms and locker rooms in accordance with their gender identity. Environment, enact an executive order to conserve 30% of America's lands and waters by 2030, God willing. First 100 days, Mr. Biden will be relying on Congress to approve many of the initiatives he aims to accomplish for his first 100 days. Economy recovery. Initiate Build Back Better Economy Recovery Plan in February. During a joint session of Congress released during the general election, the plan called for spending trillions on American-made products, health services, and infrastructure updates. Climate. Organize a Climate World Summit to push world leaders to more aggressively tackle climate change, specifically addressing global shipping and aviation emissions. This is one of the priorities Mr. Sleepy Joe has established that does not require congressional approval. The new president also promised to pressure China to stop subsidizing coal and outsourcing pollution. Repealing tax cuts. All right. In order to pay for many of these wish list items, Sleepy Joe said he will fight for the repeal of the 2017 tax cuts, which would require action by Congress. He argued that the tax cuts favored wealthy Americans. Guns. After FBI studies loopholes in the gun background check system, Mr. Biden said he will ask Congress to close the loopholes and also repeal liability protection for gun manufacturers, which will allow Americans to sue the gun industry if a gun is used in a crime. Wow. Biden also said he wants to restructure federal agencies that oversee gun laws. Violence. As a senator, Mr. Biden authored the Violence Against Women Act in '94 to offer more protection for women. The legislation needs to be signed into law again. Biden said one key effort in the update would include greater protection for transgender women. Equality. Push to pass the Equality Act, a bill to add more protections for LGBT communities. A lot of stuff in there for the LGBT community. Let's see. And nothing for Black Americans. Nothing for us. Even though we supposed to get so much credit for helping do this, helping with a Black woman doing the vaccine and all of that, but nothing in there for us on our repeals, none of that. On a side note, 45 pardoned, like I think it said almost 100 people or so. And for all you rap fans that love Lil Wayne and Kodak Whack, he pardoned them. So I guess Wayne's Coonan did a good job, and I guess Kodak illiterate letter that he sent. Lord forgive me. His letter that he sent through his lawyer, whoever, got him a pardon. So all you Kodak Black fans, y'all be able to go back to Project Baby. Y'all be able to go back to that. But this is the Poly Talk for Wednesday, and this is what Biden said. He said nothing for Black people in the first 100 days. Wow. He couldn't even say he would make sure that Breonna Taylor's killers would get charged. This has been another episode of Poly Talk. Leave y'all comments. Make sure you share it, like it, hit that thumbs up, and definitely make sure you subscribe. We'll be back more. And definitely make sure you stay tuned for Friday's Financial Friday, God willing, with my man HD. We out here. Chill.